The downside. That's okay. We're gonna make it work.
All right.
We're gonna make it work.
You want me to press it for you?
Now I got my mouse.
She's got her mouse. Miss
All right.
Nojay, your clients are here. Are you guys okay? Do you need anything? If not, Miss Nojay is waiting right for you.
Hi, welcome. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Sharon.
Elizabeth.
Hello.
Elizabeth. Good. How are you? Have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm part of Elite Modeling, and you guys are Victoria's Secret. So welcome. It's an honor to meet with you guys. Okay. So I have a PowerPoint to share with you guys. So Elite Modeling has opened in 1977, and we're known for to be made a name for itself by challenging the status quo of developing the power of modeling image. So we like to create new campaigns for companies to work with, and we've worked with magazines like Vogue, Cosmopolitan, Marie Claire. We've worked with Cindy Crawford, Stephanie Seymour, Cameron Diaz, Tyra Banks, Heidi Klum. I graduated from RIT as marketing major, and prior to that I went to Ohio State studying fashion, and then ever since my first retail job I worked in retail stores. So first I worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, and then I did daycare for a while, but then I went to White House Black Market, which is an all-women's retail company store, and then I went to Guess. So all of them are very different, like Abercrombie, White House Black Market, and Guess have all different target markets. So I like to broaden my horizon and to see how the company works and all that. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but with eating disorders today, there are 20 million women who suffer from it. And it's based on unsatisfied with their body images. So I just grabbed some pictures. Those two are models of, they're from Europe, and they, look how skinny they are. It's clearly unhealthy, right? And then you see the girl looking at the mirror, and that's how she sees herself, but when in reality she's that thin. And then there's the weighing at normal to super skinny, and then she thinks she's actually that big when she's really not. So it's influence from the media, and like I said, 20 million women suffer from eating disorders, so anorexia, bulimia, and actually 4 million men, so there's 24 million people who suffer from it, and 4 million of them are men. And 1 out of 10 people who have an eating disorder receive treatment. So currently, this is what you guys have. You use your own models, correct? Mm-hmm. You have your fashion show, and then you have your advertisements. These girls are pretty thin. They're in shape. You use your own models, size 0, toned between 90 and 120 pounds, and they have to be 5'8". So if you're 5'8" and you're 90 pounds, it kind of seems unhealthy, right? If we move on, we're looking at your competition. You have Aerie, which is American Eagle. So they have the same target market, which is 15 to 22-year-olds. But they're ahead of the game because they started this new campaign, which is called Aerie Real. And they're saying that they're not going to retouch any of their models, and they're going to have normal-sized girls. They saw positive results through this. If you see at the bottom right corner, it says the girl with this bag has not been retouched, and then it says time to think real, time to get real, no supermodels, no retouching because the real you is sexy. So they're just promoting no alterations, no changing anything. Like, the real you is sexy. Like, we don't need to make everybody super skinny. Because what? Everybody comes in all different shapes and sizes, right? So, they are ahead of you. However, you guys can be ahead of Gilly Hicks, which is Abercrombie. Clearly, there is appeal as sex appeal, right? That's what their main focus is. And if you see at all these pictures, they're all pretty thin. Like, her thighs don't touch. The thighs don't touch in the picture of the panties. And then recently, I don't know if you guys heard what President Michael said about who he wants his target market to be with Abercrombie. He said he doesn't want ugly people and fat people to be wearing his clothes. That's why they don't make an extra large in Abercrombie and Fitch. And since he made those statements, if you see on the graph, their numbers have significantly went down. And now today they're doing this anti-bullying campaign, and I think it's just because they need to rebrand themselves. They need to recover from his statements. So if you go in the stores, they'll say, would you like to round up to make it a full dollar to the anti-bullying? You guys had this in 2013, which is the Bright Young Things, your campaign. However, do you guys remember you got negative attention from it because you were accused for sexualizing teenage girls? And a lot of parents complained, like you can see with "Call Me," "I Dare You" on your underwear, "Feeling Lucky," "Wild." It's just like sexualizing young girls, like 15. And so then you guys went in and said, oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. It's really specifically for college-age girls. But that's not really your target market because it's 15 to 22. So you guys haven't had a new marketing campaign since then. But Elite Modeling wants to help you recover and get a better brand image. We'd have like a new pink line, and with it, we'd have actual size like model girls, like regular size girls, because we want to show that they come in all different shapes and sizes. If you can see at the bottom, like the shapes, everybody's different, right? And if you just look at like the different pictures, I wouldn't even consider them fat. They're just normal, and everybody has different size breasts, different size hips, everything. And like when you're looking at the skinny girls in the lingerie, it's like, well, I don't really look like that. When's really the last time you saw your body type in an advertisement, right? So girls are trying to get to this actual non-state when you really, it's all touch up, airbrushed. So for our timetable, we'd have to have a marketing plan. We would need to figure out like how we're going to do like no alterations and proving to the customers that this is a huge change for Pink. We need to note that the amount of women that are suffering from eating disorders and how deadly it is. And we need to like show girls' confidence in a way. So we need to design a campaign. We'll have promotions, advertising, and we'll be spreading Pink's new idea. We need to gather the models and do photo shoots and commercials. So for the Pink promotions, I was thinking that 20 or whatever percent of the profits will go to the National Eating Disorder Association. And actually, February 23rd through March 1st, is the National Eating Disorder Week. And like a lot of people don't know that. Then I was thinking people could donate to this actual association. And then you have those $10, you have those deals, so it's like $10 for a shirt, so you could do something specifically for the eating disorder foundation, and you could have a free panty with maybe like any DA on the back of it to just help support.
Okay, I have a quick question. I have a couple questions,
Sure.
actually. Okay, I understand that you want to basically rebrand all of Victoria's Secret.
Well, the pink line.
Well, okay, the pink line. The general idea of the pink line.
Yeah.
But first of all, how long will this take, and how do you like, have you thought of how to like input this change? Because we have models right now
You do.
that are very successful. I agree. There's a problem with eating disorder and the models being too skinny, but we have like a specific brand right now, and to be honest, it's selling well. And I agree. I think we should change it, but how, like, I don't think it should be like such an instant change. So what were you thinking? Like, do you think it should be like instantaneous, or were you thinking like
Well, for
it should?
it needs to be, so if you want it in the spring or the summer, like, you need to act now on it. So, and like get the team rolling. So it depends on how fast you want this to go. It's not going to be in February 23rd through March 1st, because it's realistically it's November. There's just not enough time to do all the advertising, getting all that ready, all the media, all that. There's just not enough time. So you have to do it in advance, so you can look at the summer, even next year. So then when this week, February 23rd through March 1st comes around, then that specific week you can really zoom in and focus on it. I'm just thinking that because you guys are already with Abercrombie, Gilly Hicks, and American Eagle's Aerie, and you guys sell like the same stuff, that Aerie's ahead of you guys, saying that, look, we're having better profits than you because we are showing that everyone comes in different shapes and sizes. We're not all thin, like.
No, and I completely agree.
So I think that pink, because they use really skinny girls, and the fact that they're so successful that it would create a better brand image for them. And for them to say, like, we're using these real girls, because you're not targeting to the Victoria's Secret market, because that's a whole different market. They're older. And now there's the pink, which is college girls. And college girls are younger girls, 15 or what, not confident, and their self-esteem is lower, and they see like prettier, thinner girls, or how can I do this, and how can I get that thin? So I think that if you guys allowed our team to help you just create a better brand image, that you would see higher profits, you'd see better reactions and customers. Like, I don't think this would hurt your brand at all in any way.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
But
I have a question. What if you have like some kind of proof or a data that the using regular model help decrease the number of girls with eating disorder?
I don't. However, Aerie's campaign was very successful. They're still talking about it. It might be that like skinnier girls do sell better, but maybe you guys don't want to focus really on the profits because you guys are already a $6 billion industry. Maybe you want to focus on like helping actual girls. See, Aerie, they didn't do a cause or anything. They didn't do a support of an association or anything like that. They're just saying no retouching. But for you guys to step in and say, hey, this is legit, we're having National Eating Disorder Association a part of us, and we want to help girls overcome eating disorders and prevent these eating disorders, this is how we're going to do it. So, as I was saying, you have all those little like buy one get ones and all that, so you could do that part of it. And then you have like your drink pink, so you could put the symbol of the National Eating Disorder Association on it, or any phrase or anything like that. Aerie had stickers and said like the real you is sexy and everything like that. So I think that you could put around the store maybe like perfect is, and then have like actual markers, and girls can write what they think perfect is, because perfect isn't being absolutely skinny, size 0, because in reality 92% of the females don't have the body shown on advertisements. Okay, so as I was saying before, for like clothing ideas, you could have the symbol for the National Eating Disorder Association on it. You can have just like inspiring quotes and stuff. Your weight is not your worth. Confidence is beauty. Beauty fits every size. Don't weigh your self-esteem. I think like girls need like a positive uplift. They need to hear those things, even though it sounds silly. It's like, well, yeah, everyone comes in different shapes and sizes. Everyone's not a size 0, but it's just like you hear things in the media like, this person gained 10 pounds, how disgusting. Like, it's all negative. So it's like you should embrace that we're all different. So then you could have the shopping bag. You could redesign the shopping bag for this huge campaign, this huge marketing campaign, and have like facts about eating disorders. So you could say like 24 million people suffer from eating disorders in the United States. You say 20 million women suffer from it. 20% of them who are anorexic die from this disease. And 1 in 10 people receive treatment. So you could do facts like that on bags. Because I think that because you're putting yourself with another association, and you're actually raising money and showing there's a cause for it, it'll be even more significant in results and profits. So so for like media and everything, you can speak up using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can have notebooks for schools, because girls, 15 to 22-year-olds are in school. And then you can have your television commercials. Real quick, these are the rates that we're at. So our typical rates hourly are $150 to $300, and then we have day rates. We have fashion prints, we have commercial prints, advertising, production prints, swimwear and bikini, lingerie prints. So it goes from hourly to daily, so you guys can pick specifically what you want, but probably in the long run, the day would be better. It depends what model you're using also. It depends what time of day it is.
So those rates include like photo shoots, any advertisement that would just
Yes,
everything.
like just photo shoots and like commercials and stuff, yeah. For the campaign, you guys probably have your own marketing team, but we know what we're doing. We've already experienced this with other companies. We've worked with Vogue, we've worked with all these different celebrities, and you guys wouldn't have to do anything. You just would have to trust us. We know what we're doing. We've had multiple companies we've worked with that have been successful, that have seen positive results, and by doing this, you guys can see your profits increase. You can see better brand loyalty, brand image.
Is there any way that we could be a part of this? Like, is there any way that you could involve our current models? And because I mean, there are people that are that size. Like, I feel like we should incorporate all sizes, including the really skinny ones, to the everything.
Agreed.
So, have you thought of any way that we could combine?
Yeah, you could do a partnership. You could do. You want to have you can use your own models to show that there's the size 0 girl, because there is. You can show. Then we can show the girl who has double D's. It's just like you know what I mean? So it's just like we can use everybody. So I'm not just saying like, let's just get like the regular girls. I'm saying like, let's get size 0, double 0 to size, I don't know, 12, 14.
Mm-hmm. I feel like everyone's a regular girl, so we should use like all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a copy of this that we can kind of sit down and talk about?
For sure.
Okay, awesome.
Here you are.
Great.
My number and information, all that is on there.
Okay.
All right, we're
And,
gonna.
yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
we'll,
no, I'm sorry.
We'll definitely be in touch with you soon. We
Okay.
definitely liked what we heard today. And I think maybe, we'll be in touch with you.
Okay, if I don't
soon
hear
as
back
we
from
know
you
what's
in a few days, I'll give you guys a call.
Yes, please
see where
do.
you guys stand. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
What do you think, Mandy Lamb?
I like how you kind of establish credibility by like giving them your resume, kind of telling them like your experiences. That was good. I did find it more of like, I don't know, like a school presentation, I guess you would say. And they didn't really get a chance until you kind of jumped in. Like
I
you
felt
kind
like I
of
had to because I was,
It
you
was
know.
kind of more of like you were talking to them, and
Yeah.
sometimes it kind of felt abrasive. I don't know if that's the right
Mhm.
word, but very like telling them all about it and not really listening to what they had to say. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I say something too?
Yes, please.
I feel like, okay, what you're selling is like, yes, but I feel like you could have done it differently. Because, I mean, as Victoria's Secret, like, we know this, you know, we should know this. As a big corporation who, like, promotes girls, like, Victoria's Secret should know this. So I feel like instead of, like, giving us a whole presentation, you could have, like, you know, sold it in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, and not sort of, like, I don't know. I don't know
What
much.
I wrote was that seemed like a marketing pitch under the pretext of a sales pitch. In other words, it was like just really a marketing plan. And like a sales pitch is kind of a different thing. And I knew it was. I knew it was a little bit off the conceptualization because these guys weren't really kicking in until there were 8 minutes left on this. Right, so like there was a whole big long period where you were just
Yeah, I
like,
just
hitting them
went
and stuff.
on.
But you got to bring them in. In other words, when you're telling them you guys don't have to do anything, it's like we want to do stuff. And this is a sales pitch, so that's things to consider. Gilbert Chu, thoughts?
I think she knows the marketing very well. She
Uh-huh.
knows all the
It's nature.
Good.
So she can do like a comparison.
Good. And Akshay?
I thought that your material was good. I thought you, like, again, you knew what you were talking about, but in the beginning, you just went straight into the presentation. And I feel like you should have taken the time to ease into the presentation and used it more as like an aid, rather, because like sometimes it felt like your presentation was driving your sale. But I feel like you should be just using the presentation on the side and not letting them focus on it as much as they should be focusing on you.
Okay,
But I
yeah.
will say that the things that you had on your slides were helpful.
Yeah, it's just hard because you want to show like the pictures of the anorexic girls, and you want to show what a regular sized girl looks like, and you want to show what you're currently using right now, and you want to show what your competitors are using. That's why I use the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It was good to have the visual, but one thing that I think is that how do I put this? When you have the visual like that, I think that like when you show things, I think that it's like almost a little bit too showy. I don't think that you would ever have to present to Victoria's Secret a history of some of their most embarrassing failures in the past, like showing underwear that sexualized little girls. I don't think they would want to sit and watch that I can't imagine under any situation.
Yeah, I feel like they would know that already.
Yeah,
they would understand.
They would know about that. So what you want to do is to very almost imperceptibly allude to it and keep on moving on. In other words, just say something about. Now I know that there have been issues where there's been kind of a fight, but I think that what we can do is moving forward is, in other words, just allude, hit
Brush
it
over it.
real slightly and just move on. They don't have to show them. You don't have to show them the underwear. And look at this. Yeah, I think that when you watch the video, and Ms. Nojay, I know you said you would never watch the video, but I want you to watch the video.
I don't want to watch the video.
I want you to watch it because I want you to know just how much of what you say is, it just seems to be like a really stream of consciousness. And for you, I think that's a charming thing. But I think that as you get older, I'll keep the video up there for 10 years.
Oh, God.
I'll keep it up there for 10 years. As you get older, I think that you will appreciate in 10 years how much that's going to close up. I mean, there's going, what you say is going to be a little bit more planned, a little bit more structured. But right now, a lot of what you say is really stream of consciousness. And you know, it's okay. You're young yet. You know, it takes a lot of time and a lot of experiences to not do that. I used to do it all the time. Still do. But
I always
I've
do.
learned to kind of control it. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. See you guys on Tuesday.